Testing. Testing. You are live. According to OBS, I am live. What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Everybody having a good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are from in the world. Let's let all the social media peeps know that we are live. How is everyone doing? Let's get the stream pulled up. Oh, why do I have it set up that way? I need the sound to be coming out of my headphones and not my speakers. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Vacate Fear Family Group. Let's let all of them know that we are live. Go. Currently live. Post. What is up, Shane? How you doing? Welcome. Currently live on the channel. We let all of our Discord peeps know. Which, speaking of which, okay, before we jump straight into this here, the point of the stream, if you are not in the Discord chat, I urge you to check it out. If you enjoy chatting, recently, yesterday, I just went through the Discord chat and completely revamped it. We added some new things in there. It's looking pretty good. Let me grab a link to that. There we go. I'm going to drop this link right into the chat if you're interested in that. There is the Discord link. I'll post it twice. There we go. We just revamped the Discord chat. It's looking good. It's running good. Check it out. Check it out. How's everybody doing today? Lucy, Brown Girl, PJ. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? So the title of this stream is, what is the title of this stream? I don't even know. The advice won't work for me. So I hear this from time to time. I know how easy it is to get discouraged out there, okay, when you're trying to recover, when you're dealing with sensitization. I know how easy it is to get frustrated and discouraged, and that's why I'm making this video today. It's why we're going to talk about this today. Okay, and I hear it from time to time. The advice just won't work for me. For one reason or another, the advice just won't work for me. It's going to take something else. It's going to take something different for me. I hear that from time to time, and I understand how it feels to be in that place. So that's why we're going to be talking about that. Wonder Bro, thank you again for being here. I am again dealing with anxiety. I almost did not want to get out of bed, but I remember what you said, that it will not last and we need to expect acceptance. Yes, absolutely. I love the music on the BRB screen. We recently changed all the music yesterday. The BRB screen, the starting soon screen, all of that's been revamped. A twerking alien, yes. We now have a twerking alien. Okay, boys, we have made it to the top of the food chain. You know when you get your twerking alien that you have finally made it. Alright, we're not going to waste too much time. We're not going to waste too much time before we get into the point of the stream here. It's fairly early. It's like 10 a.m. for me. This is not one of my more popular streaming times. But oh well, we're just going to roll with it. I felt like streaming, so here we are. Here we are. How's everybody doing today? So, okay, as I just stated, the point of this stream, okay, is the advice won't work for me. So, regardless of why you think that, whether you think it's just too simple to work for you, it's just too good to be true, or maybe you've been trying it for a while and you're just not getting anywhere, regardless of why you think the advice is not for you, okay, we're going to tackle that. We're going to tackle that, and I'm going to put your doubts to rest here. I'm going to put your doubts to rest in this stream. Why will the advice work for you regardless of your situation or regardless of what you think or how far gone you believe yourself to be or how sensitized you are? Why will the advice work to you? Why am I telling you this here and now that no matter what, if you're sensitized, you can recover using the advice? Why am I saying that? Where's my proof? What am I getting at? Okay. When we talk about the two main keys, we say not to touch your negative thoughts, and we'll start with that one. When I say don't touch your negative thoughts, I don't mean push them away. I simply mean be okay with their presence, be okay with the fact that they're there without touching them, without getting involved. Why does that part of the two main keys work? It works because the more you touch or get involved with these thoughts, the stickier they become. So to the brain, okay, to the brain that's watching your behaviors and what you do, every time you get involved with a particular sticky, intrusive negative thought, what are you telling the brain? You are telling the brain that this thought is somehow important. You are telling the brain that this thought is somehow true, maybe even dangerous. And the brain then says to you, okay, well, if you're going to continue fighting and arguing with these intrusive thoughts, then that must mean they're important. So I'm going to keep bringing them to you. And every time we do this, okay, the neurons in the brain responsible for those thoughts just become stronger and stronger and stronger. All right. So when we dedicate to not touching those thoughts and instead just letting them play out like the broken record they are, without talking to them or getting involved with them, we are showing the brain firsthand in the only language it speaks that these thoughts are not important, that they are not relevant. Okay. And slowly over time, the more we do this, the more those neurons in the brain responsible for bringing you those thoughts, the weaker they become. Okay. So that is why we do that. Okay, that is why we do that part of the two main keys there. Moving on to the second half of the two main keys, accepting our feelings and aka acting how we want to feel, going on with life, living life as if there was no anxiety present. Why does that work? Why does that work? It's funny because just today, just this morning actually, I seen someone, and I'm not going to mention any names, it is in the public Discord though. I seen someone mention, why would this work for me? Just getting on and living life regularly? How is that possibly going to help me in my severe state? How is that going to make any difference or change? Well, it comes down to this. Again, your brain is watching. So when you're experiencing anxiety, if you are running, hiding, or fighting or fleeing, your brain is going to assume that there's some sort of real threat or danger, and it's going to keep your anxiety levels high because that's what it's supposed to do. It's doing its job. Anxiety and panic is there to save you from potentially life-threatening situations. It does not know if the threat is real. It does not know what you are afraid of specifically. It just sees you acting and behaving fearfully, hiding, fleeing, fighting, etc., and keeps your anxiety levels high. So imagine, okay, if you're in a sensitized place, what you are telling your brain every day that you wake up and stay in bed all day huddled up. Okay, imagine what you're telling your brain if every time you feel anxiety, you start to run around in circles and chug bottles of water. Imagine what you are telling your brain every time you behave fearfully when anxiety is there. If the brain doesn't know the difference between a real threat and a reality, if the brain doesn't know the difference between your fearful behaviors and there actually being a bear in the room with you, imagine what you're telling your brain when you stop living life and start hiding. And that's why when we dedicate to accepting our feelings and just living as if everything is fine, as if everything is normal, that's why eventually the brain gets the picture. The brain starts to understand, look at how him or her is behaving. Look at how they're continuing to live regardless. Obviously, this anxiety alarm isn't needed. I now know that, and I'm going to slowly start to make the changes necessary to get their anxiety levels lowered. So, in a nutshell, that is why we're doing the two main keys, to prove to the brain that there is no real danger. When we don't show those thoughts importance and we stop fighting with them, we show the brain that those thoughts aren't needed to protect us. When we continue living regardless, even if it's doing big or small things, we show the brain that the anxiety alarm is not needed and that we don't need protected. So that is why we do what we do here. That is why I practice and preach the two main keys here on the channel. I know for a lot of you, probably most of you, you're in such a sensitized state or have been that You're thinking to yourself, that's just too good for me. It's just too good to be true. Something so simple is not going to work for me. But I'm here to tell you, the sooner you dedicate to it and actually start to practice it, regardless of what all those doubtful thoughts are telling you, the sooner you will begin to heal. So please do not trick yourself into believing that the advice is too good to be true, or that it's too simple for you and that you're going to require some sort of extra step, okay? And that's why I really wanted to break down the two main keys in today's stream and explain to you, hey, you might think this is too good to be true, but here is why it works, okay? I know for me personally, if I'm going to dedicate to something and I'm going to go headstrong with something, I'm the kind of person, my personality, I just need to know why that's going to work. It's hard for me, I guess, to take blind leaps of faith. So I understand that most of you are probably like that too, and that's why I wanted to do this stream, just to kind of break down and explain to you, hey, this is why it works. All right, you guys. So I'm going to read some comments now. We're going to get into some comments. If you were just here for the point of the stream, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Let's read some comments. Wonder Bro, I feel like it's possible for me to get better, like I don't deserve it, which connects with your topic on advice. Okay, well, hopefully this stream helped you out, okay? Whether you feel like you deserve recovery or not, whether it's a guilt thing, whatever's holding you back, it doesn't matter. Regardless, okay, this stream explains why the advice will work for you. Doesn't matter. I don't understand why Dr. Amin says to flip the thought. He teaches to catch the negative thought and then ask if it's true and then flip it to something neutral. There's a time and place for thought flipping. Being a more positive person in general, just with life in general, that's one thing. But arguing with your negative, intrusive thoughts, it's slowly becoming more and more recognized that this is not the route to go. It's slowly becoming more and more recognized that this is just not the route you need to take with negative intrusive thoughts. So there's a time and a place for that, and I guess that is, could be a helpful skill. But if you truly want to reheal, right here, right here, right here, okay, right here. If you truly want to reheal, then this is the place to go. And there's back in the day, okay, Dr. Claire Weeks was very controversial, okay, and her approach was not well recognized, and it's slowly starting to catch on even today. It's slowly starting to catch on today. We're still learning. We're still learning about anxiety, and we're still learning about what we should do with our negative intrusive thoughts, and it's becoming more and more popular, and it's becoming more and more recognized that maybe we should just stop fighting with them altogether if we want them to lose their charge and importance and truly retrain. I kept saying reheal earlier. I'm not sure why I said that. If we truly want to retrain our brain. Is thought flipping a good skill to have? I guess it's a good start. I'm not going to knock it completely. But if you truly want to retrain, we need to just leave those negative intrusive thoughts alone. We're giving them way too much power. Did you run head back into life, or did you do it gradually? You don't even have to run headstrong back into life. As long as you're doing something that's not an anxious ritual, aka hiding, fighting, fleeing, as long as you're doing something that's not an anxious ritual, you will make progress. That was my problem, trying to find a magical way to recovery. Yeah, and that's a lot of people's problem, and a lot of people take acceptance and try to use it like a pill, and it just doesn't work out for them. Yes, his technique feels like we are arguing with thoughts, and it's exhausting. It is very exhausting to try to fight with your thoughts. Not only is it not going to help in the long run, you might get short temporary relief, but not only is it not going to help in the long run, but it's also like trying to take on Mike Tyson in his prime in the boxing ring. You're going to get your ass beat. You are going to get absolutely demolished in the end. And like I said, that's what we're slowly starting to realize. That's what most people, in this community around the world are starting to slowly realize. And you're seeing a lot more acceptance-based therapies being introduced because of that. When I just start doing things, I actually feel happy for doing it and feel better. Exactly. You just have to make yourself do it. What's the Nike slogan? Just do it. So there's two sides to the two main keys. One is just to get back into life and do things that are not anxious rituals. We talked about that the other day. Nothingworks.weebly, great website. We talked about how you just need to drop your anxious rituals and get back into life and stop touching or arguing with negative thoughts. Just let them play. That is the two main keys in a nutshell, guys. Always has been, always will be, always, always, always. Let's go ahead and drop the link to the Discord chat once more. There we go. There we go. We've been working on the Discord chat if you want to join us over there. It's basically just a big old fancy chat room that runs 24/7. Delicious. Progress just takes time. Don't overwhelm your system. Do things gradually. Recognize all of your wins. I write mine down every day to prove myself that I can do things. That's awesome, Samantha. Okay, I don't even know how to pronounce your username, so I'm not going to try to. But could you rephrase the question underneath Samantha's, please? I can't really make it out. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do it naturally, not just myself. I'm no superhero, I'm no Superman, trust me. As long as you stick to the advice and be honest with yourself, that's another very important point. A lot of people are not honest with themselves. They tell themselves that they're accepting. They come here on the channel, they tell others that they're trying with acceptance, and you know, they've convinced themselves that they're using the two main keys. But at the end of the day, if they were just honest with themselves, and I'm not pointing any fingers, I'm just pointing out something that is a very common occurrence. If you were just honest with yourself, you would realize that there's still a lot of work to be done, and you're not fully dedicating yourself to the two main keys. I found that to be very true with my own experience with acceptance. It took me a good minute to get the hang of it. So we do have to be honest with ourselves. That's a very important point. What do you mean? Could you rephrase the question? In one of your videos you say don't try to filter that what I'm saying, just listen. Why is that? If you could just rephrase it. Yeah, I can't make it out. One of your videos you say don't try to filter that what I'm saying, just listen. Okay, are you saying in one of your videos, you say don't try to filter what I'm saying, just listen? Okay, if that's what you're saying, alright. What I meant by that statement is just let the words fall into your ears, okay? Your brain will take care of understanding the words coming out of my mouth. You don't need to try to get up there and break it all down. Just listen to what I'm saying naturally. Just relax into my words. Your brain will take care of figuring it out, okay? You don't have to overthink what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you, just take it in, learn it, and use it. A lot of times if we would just listen to what people are saying instead of trying to break it all down in our minds, we would learn a lot easier. We would learn things a lot easier and more naturally. Is it normal facing from last 2 months? Shortness of breath is extremely common, extremely normal. Also, we had an off-stream donation 11 hours ago from Alex, who donated $5. Said thank you so much for your videos and your advice. Alex, I don't know if you're in here today or if you'll see this, but thank you so much for the $5 donation. Truly appreciate it. I'm gonna point the wrong way. I always do. Ooh, that's a hard bend. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. I wish it was over here because that'd be a lot easier. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Alex. Thank you so much. Also, huge shout out and thank you again to our donators from yesterday, Lucy, Haley, Will. Thank you guys so much. Truly appreciate it. Mwah. You guys are the best. That would be a cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting random ideas over here. That would be a cool little role for people to have. Let's see. Should I put that above? Yeah, probably. Just let it be, exactly. A lot of these symptoms are going to make you feel out of control. Anxiety means to get you moving, fighting, or fleeing, so of course it's going to make you feel a bit out of control. But we just have to learn to become comfortable with the discomfort. Eventually we will heal. I feel like, duh, should I be doing something else right now when I don't fight with my thoughts? turns into a non-stop review of my thoughts. When you don't fight with your thoughts at first, that might feel very unnatural because you're so used to doing the opposite, which is fighting with them. So of course that might feel a bit unnatural or weird for you at first. Just continue practicing, it'll fall in place for you. I wish you wrote a book, Wonder Bro. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. As soon as I feel like the channel has grown in popularity enough for something like a book to be written, then maybe. I'm just gonna drop that. I'm just gonna casually drop that link to the Discord one more time. There we go. Very proud of the new Discord. What can I say? It's looking good. It's looking good. Come join us. Make some friends. Chat it up. We sipping the doctor today. We are sipping on the doctor today. Let's see. Put that right there. That up there. Save. Oh, we just had someone new join us on the Discord. Welcome. I wouldn't distract yourself. We never really want to ask the question, should I distract myself? Because 9 times out of 10, the answer is always going to be, you never want to distract yourself. The goal is never to run away. It's to accept. What do you do when your brain has given up on recovery? Is it just another thought you accept and not give attention to? Yes, and I'm glad you realized that. I'm glad you called yourself out on that one. It is, at the end of the day, just another thought. Thought will always be just thought, regardless of context. So I'm glad you caught that. Let's see. Some links here. I'm going to be accepting some new people into the Facebook group today. If you want to be one of those lucky people, click this link I'm about to drop in the chat and send a request. I will accept it. I'm going to be checking those right now. So click on that if you want to join us and get your request in. Gotta feel it in order to heal it. I like that. I like that. Very, very true. Thanks, bro. You're doing great. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing your support. Truly means a ton to me. I'd like to do something different with this backdrop. Right now I kind of got this dude up here just chilling, little dude doing some meditation, yoga type thing. It's pretty cool. I'd like to do something a bit different though. Switch it up somehow. Absolutely, Pony. Yes, I have recovered and you can too. You can too. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing that says I can recover and you can't. Trust me, I was at the lowest of the low. If you need motivation, watch my recovery success comments video. You will find a ton of comments. I need to make a part 2 on that. It's kind of old, but you will find a ton of comments from people who have recovered. It's absolutely possible, okay? But the longer you sit around and ask yourself and debate with yourself on these questions and obsessions, the more you're just staying in bed and you're just showing your brain that there's a danger where there's not. The more you obsess, okay, the more you fight with all this, the further away you're getting. You really got to drop the obsession about recovery. And I made a video on that the other day. What is that entitled? It's entitled Obsessing Over Recovery. I'll drop the link for you. I will drop the link for you right now because this video definitely applies to your question. Let's see. Right there. Check that out. Good video. Let's see, have we gotten any requests for the group yet? It can take less than 5 months, it can take more than 5 months. Giving a time frame on recovery is just stressful and pointless. You're not going to be able to do it, okay? And it's just very, very stressful to put yourself on a time frame. There's no point. No problem, Pony Girl. I know all of the tricks, okay, of the trade here. I know exactly all the curveballs that your mind will throw you and anxiety will throw you. I know all the tricks. I know how this thing works. You sit around, you obsess about recovery, which just puts you further away from recovery. It's ironic, but that's the game of anxiety. That is the game of anxiety. I'm in a streaming mood today. Maybe we'll do an extra long stream or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, you guys. I'm going to use the restroom, okay, and grab a smoke, so hold on. Alright. We are not on screen. We are still having a bit of a smoke break off to the side here. But, don't see why I can't chat with you guys during that. How has everybody's day been? How is everybody doing? hear like you riding a four-wheeler out there? Sounds like. Oh, I need to clean, you guys. I need to clean. We need to do some cable management. Let's try to set a record here on the channel today. Let's change the stream title to 10-hour long stream or something, and we'll literally just hold an all-day stream. Let's kill that light. Don't worry, I'm gonna get some, bringing some lights up in here. I apologize. Soda makes me so burpy. Soda makes me so burpy. Okay. Let's see here. Let's change the title of this stream. Let's change the title of the stream. So I love streaming. What is going on? I love streaming, but the thing about streaming is, unless you're doing it on Twitch, okay, not a lot of YouTubers, I don't think, come on this platform and just do prolonged streams. But if you head over to Twitch, a lot of people will just stream like all day. Like that's just what they do. That's just their thing. And that's always something I've been kind of interested in. Just having a chill stream just up and running like 10 hours or something. It's just not something I've ever done. Let's see, can I actually go in and change the title of this stream, like, while we're streaming? You know what we're gonna do, actually? I don't want to ruin the fact that this stream had a point. I don't want to ruin that by changing the stream title. So I'm gonna end this stream, that way it'll get uploaded and people who are interested in the topic of the stream can view that. And I'm just gonna start a new stream where we just chill. Alright, you guys? So if you're interested in hanging out with me today, come on back. Come